to get a seat. What are you up to? Come on in. Well, listen, y'all. It is Monday, February. It's February 22nd. That's what it is. And I'm glad to be with you. It is 1:40 p.m. Central Time. And I'm looking forward to singing a few songs with y'all today. Also, let me tell you, as you're coming in, that our spokesmodel, Austin Phillips, almost lost her name. Austin Phillips has sent a new, I'm sorry, Austin, I would never forget your name. Austin Phillips has done a brand new commercial for us. Here she is.
Hi, this is Austin, and this is the cherry that I got from Song and Stuff. And this is the cupcake that has the ouchie things on it. It's really pokey. So this one is Mark Lowry ears. And so this one is Mark Lowry Live. And so both of these are $45. You can get it from marklowry.com. Bye. Subscribe down below and see which video you want to see next. Bye.
Well, it's not actually 2 CDs for $35. What it is, it's 4 CDs and a 5th one. The 4 CDs are all singing CDs that I produced in the 80s, the early 80s. And the 5th one is Mark Lowry Live, which I recorded with an 8-track machine, an old, not like the kind you had in your car, but like 8 different tracks on it, and they set up microphones, and I made sure they put some on the audience because you know the audience needs to be heard. So I always mic the audience. I may have been one of the first ones ever to do that. I mean, if you're going to get a laugh, I wanted everybody in the audience to have their own handheld microphone. And, of course, we didn't do that. But how are you doing today? Have you been hunkering down and staying away from that COVID virus and wearing your mask? I am so thrilled to have my sipping and singing glass next to me full of decaf, unsweet iced tea that was brewed with the water that is now okay to drink in Houston. We've been cleared. We've been taken out of the you gotta boil it segment of our lives. This weekend we had to boil everything. So we had boiled water sitting everywhere in containers in case we needed it. We never did. So we ended up flushing all the boiled water. But now we're back to being able to drink our unsweet decaf iced tea. Hey, let me tell you, March 7th, I just discovered that this date I'm doing at March 7th at the Methodist Church here in town, I put the link to where you can reserve your seat. There are only 600 seats available. The auditorium seats 1,100, but they've cut that in half, and only 600 are available. Hello? I thought I heard my name. Hello? Hold on. Hello? So anyway, you never know who's going to come barging into this house. It really is a dog and pony show around here. People come and people go. Hey, listen. So, March 7th, Cameron Cody. Many of y'all know of him. They have the dueling pianos, and they were traveling artists, Cameron and I forget the other fellow's name. Anyway, they were traveling artists, I found out today, until COVID shut them down, like COVID's done everybody. So now they're working at this church. Wayne Watson, you remember that name? This is the church he works at. So I think he'll be there that night. An orchestra, a 2 grand pianos, a choir. I don't know what else going to be there, but I'm going to be there. I'm the featured guest. Isn't that nice? So if you're in driving distance of Houston, just go to the show notes on this broadcast, either on YouTube or Facebook. There's a link, and click it, and it'll tell you all about it. You can reserve your seat. It's free. Won't cost you a dime. All you got to do is get yourself here, okay? If you live in Houston, you don't want to miss this. It's going to be fun. It's a hymn sing. It is going to be incredible. You know, we've been doing these hymn sings together for weeks now since the COVID thing, and this will be a night I'll be able to hear you. You'll be able to belt it out, and we'll sing together in that Methodist church. And you know those Methodist churches. I haven't seen it, but they usually have really good acoustics. So who knows? That just may be my fantasy of what a Methodist church should have. But anyway, you ready to sing? Listen, let me get over to there's a song in my head that was going before, so I went and printed up these lyrics so you could sing along. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Teach me, Lord. Teach me, Lord, to wait. Sing it again. Let's pick it up. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Teach me, Lord. Teach me, Lord, to wait. Now, does that mean we have to learn patience? Because I hear tribulation worketh patience. I always heard that. That's in the Bible. That's why I heard it. Tribulation worketh patience. So we were taught never to pray for patience. Because the Lord your God is just sitting on the edge of his throne, waiting to hear a prayer to slip through. Somebody prayed for patience. Tribulation. Now, do you think that's where your Father is? Come on. Now, tribulation may work your patience, but God doesn't send the tribulation. He might give the patience, but I don't. Listen, your Father loves you. And anyway, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint. Teach me, Lord. Teach me. That means it can be taught. Teach me, Lord, to wait. Okay, now you know we had a bunch of requests come in when we asked for them. When we asked you to send in your favorite hymn, you did. And we got 3 pages of them. And of course, many of the songs were requested over and over and over. For instance, and we've sung them. I'm trying to get through them. I don't want to miss anybody. So let me see what I've got lined up for today. Let me get over to our lyrics page. Teach me, Lord, to wait. You know this, page 368 in the hymnal. All hail the power of Jesus' name, let angels prostrate fall. bring forth a royal diadem and crown him Lord of all. Bring forth a royal diadem and crown him Lord of all. And this was requested by Elizabeth Wood. Elizabeth, page 368. Ye chosen seed of Israel's race, ye ransomed from the fall. Hail him who saves you by his grace, and crown him Lord of all. Hail him who saves you by his grace, and crown him Lord of all. Are you singing harmony with me? I'm singing the lead. You sing the harmony, okay? Let every kindred, every tribe on this terrestrial ball to him all majesty ascribe, and crown him Lord of all. To him all majesty ascribe, and crown him Lord of all. Oh, you remember this one? What is that? I have a song that Jesus gave me. You remember this, don't you? Who recommended this? In my heart there rings a melody. There rings a melody. Joyce Davis. No, that was I Thirst. Well, Joyce, this is for you. I think I kind of requested this of myself. I have a song that Jesus gave me. It was sent from heaven above. There never was a sweeter melody. 'Tis the melody of love. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody with heaven's harmony. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody of love. You know this, don't you? Sit up straight, y'all. If you need a swig of water, we'll stop and let you have one. Ah, decaf iced tea's the best, though. I don't know why I like it so much. Are you ready? Next verse. I love the Christ who died on Calvary, for he washed away my sins. That's not right, Mark. For he washed my sins away. He put within my heart a melody, and I know it's there to stay. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody with heaven's harmony. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody of love. 'Twill be my endless theme in glory. With the angels I will sing. 'Twill be a song with glorious harmony when the courts of heaven ring. Get a big breath. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody with heaven's harmony. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody of love. Do y'all remember that? You know, I don't even have the comments up. How are y'all? Patricia Clapp. Hello, Linda Shield Gonzalez, Baba Alawa, ha 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 ha. I don't know how you pronounce your name, but thank you for being here. I watch you all during my day on YouTube. Thank you, Melody Austin Edwards. Hi, everybody. Been drinking some tea today. I tried unsweet black tea and really enjoyed it. You know, Kelly, it'll grow on you. It's that kind of thing, Kelly. It'll grow on you. You'll miss the sweet. And every now and then you can mix a little sweet with the unsweet. Or you can just drink straight sweet. You can do what you want. You are full grown. You can do absolutely what you want. That's what I love. Oh, J.D. Sumner. I said, are you going to do that? He'd say, I'm full grown. And that was his answer. He's full grown. I do love that song. And I hope you did too. If you want to recommend a song, just put it in the comments and maybe I can see it if it doesn't go by too fast. That's a Methodist song. Went to one till I was 5, Tricia Walters says. Good afternoon, Marilyn Seitz Geyser and Christy Richards Whiteside. Hello. You're making working from home so much more enjoyable. Add a little honey to the tea. That is delicious. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it, Kathy? Kathy S. Junker. Yes, remember this. In my heart, Linda Brewer says. Linda Brewer, were you singing along? That's the question. There rings a melody with heaven's harmony. I have a song that Jesus gave me. It was sent from heaven above. There never was a sweeter melody. 'Tis a melody of love. Everybody, right, we were gonna go. In my heart there rings a melody. There rings a melody with heaven's harmony. In my heart there rings a melody. There rings a melody of love. And here's one, this one here. This is my daddy's favorite hymn. And it was also Carol, Clifford Goodall, Renee Ford, and it's page 251 in our hymnal, which if you have the hymnal, it looks something like this. I love this hymnal. It's not a Baptist hymnal, but it is a good one. It's a Pentecostal hymnal, which means it's got more spirit on it, you know. Okay. We're going to go to page, what did I say it was? In the Garden, page 251. And I got the words up there, but I want to put it on the right page too, just in case there's a verse that they might have missed. He speaks, I'd say, okay, y'all. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. Sing, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there. has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet. The birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing. Sing. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Well, that's one of those that is so requested. I mean, good night. How many of y'all? 3 of you. Carol, Clifford, Goodall, Renee Ford. And 3 for me is a lot. This ain't NBC, y'all. This ain't ABC, CBS. There may have been even more. But that's one of the most requested. That and Beulah Land, which isn't even old. So good. How y'all doing? What are y'all talking about? Oh, what are y'all? Hey, Matthew Salino, Tammy Crow, Baba Alawa. I already said, hey, you should try diet green tea citrus from Aldi, huh? Well, I might have to. I don't know anything about it. Mixing it is a great alternative. Yeah, mixing the two, sweet and unsweet, is very good. I don't like stevia or, thank you for offering that suggestion, Amanda Sluka, but I don't like stevia. I don't like sweet and low. I don't like any of those. There is an aftertaste that I can taste. Hello, Lori Love from all the way over there in Johnson City, Tennessee. And hello, Stephen Briscoe. There's no E in Lowry, but that's okay. That's okay. I answer to anything. In fact, I even think if you type marklowry.com but put an E in it, it'll still come to me. I think we acquired all of those web addresses. I don't know if we still have them or not. Miss Seeing My Face. Thank you, Sherry Hoflick. What about the song Jesus, Jesus, oh, little heaven and earth? Kathy, that is a beautiful one. Proclaim kings and kingdoms may all pass away, but there's something about that name. That is a pretty one. Oh, yes, there is. My 93-year-old father's favorite. Thank you, Connie Atkins Kennedy. Is he watching? Hey, 93-year-old father of Connie Atkins Kennedy. Hello. Half and half, yes. Ooh, tea and Hope Johnson, that sounds good. Half tea and half lemonade is one of Hope Johnson's favorites. Oh, kings and kingdoms. Hey, let's go back over here and see what else I picked. Oh, this is a good one, y'all. Okay, sit up straight. When we all get to heaven, who requested this? When we oh my goodness. When the I love this one. I don't know who requested it, but here. Is that a good key, everybody? Oh, when up on life's billows you attend. Oh, this is Count Your Blessings. What am I thinking? Who asked for this one? Count Your Blessings was it's page 23 in the hymnal, and it is Nathan Terrace. Oh, we must have already done this. I haven't scratched through. Who cares? Let's sing it again. When upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Are you ever burdened with a load of care? Does the cross seem heavy you are called to bear? Count your many blessings, every doubt will fly, and you will keep singing as the days go by. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. So amid the conflict, whether great or small, do not be disheartened, God is over all. Count your many blessings, angels will attend, help and comfort give you to your journey's end. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. So what are you thankful for? I'm thankful for a good doctor who, Dr. Michael Greaser, who fixed my leg. By the way, everybody asks, how's your leg? The leg is great. And I can walk, and sometimes I don't even notice that I'm walking. You know, most of the time I really notice. I mean, because it's still sore, and it's healing. And it has to, every time I go this direction and put all my weight on it, that's 200 pounds. A lot. It's a lot, but it's still none of your business. Anyway, but it's having to carry that. But it'll, you know what? The more weight, the more tension, the more pressure you put on bones, the stronger they get. Just like you, the more pressure from the COVID-19, the hunkering down, the quarantine, the loneliness, the pressure, it should make you stronger. Don't crash beneath the pressure. Get stronger. Bones do that. That's why they got to come back to Earth eventually, those people out there in outer space, because your bones get weak if there's no gravity pulling on them. That's what I've heard, but you know, what do I know? I'm a recovering fundamentalist. I have no idea. Do you enjoy it, Alana Richards? I enjoy singing with you too. Thank you for harmonizing. Hello from Vail, Arizona. How nice that must be. My ankle's doing good. I was just talking about it, and thank you for asking, Tom Gaddis. It's getting better. It really is. Let me see what else. Wonderful. Love singing along. Glad your leg. Thank you, Linda Brewer. Sing Mama, sing bass. Daddy, sing tenor. That's what you wrote, Carson. Did you mean Daddy sang bass, Mama sang tenor, me little? You almost have to have more than one singer. You can't do a solo of Daddy sang bass. That's just not proper. That won't work. Oh, get all excited, Wes Elliott. Wes Elliott, get all excited. No, but you know that's one note. Bill Gaither wrote that song. He must have written that like in an afternoon or less, because it's one note. Think about it. Get all excited, go tell everybody that, oh, we're going to change notes. Jesus Christ is King. Okay, we're going to stay on one note another time for a real long time. Get all excited, go tell everybody that. Okay, Jesus. But boy, wasn't that fun to sing back in the day, in the 70s. We sang that all the time. So Bill knows how to hit a nerve, even if it is just one note at a time. My board must be very strong. My doctor said my bones maybe? Sandra Gray Bagwell said to take pressure off my spine, drop. Okay. I don't know what you said. Spine drop to 8. I thank you for giving us. Oh, thank you, Eden Batangan. Because you love Jesus like I love him too. Isn't he easy to love? What's not to love? You know, I used to think you're gooey if you said you love Jesus. Like, oh, aren't you gooey? Or you're just like over. Because I think I heard preachers kind of make fun of people who would say, oh, Jesus, Jesus, when they prayed, you know. And I remember that. But boy, now, I don't know. The older I get, the more I love him. And I love that he loves me. And he likes me too. You know that? You know God likes you? Mrs. Holland, who passed away recently, my 3rd grade teacher, passed away. She was 88. She's the one that told me God liked me when I was in the 3rd grade. You know, God likes you. Don't ever forget. He didn't just love you. He likes you. His heart skips a beat when you walk in the room, when you walk into his presence. That's why he said we could come boldly into his presence. Just run in, jump up in his lap. And some people say, well, you know, might look down on you, don't think you. Hey, nobody gets to copyright Jesus. Nobody gets to trademark Jesus. You can own him as well as anybody else. And by owning him, I mean embracing him. He's yours, right? And he'll teach you what he wants you to know. Don't let the sanctimonious ruin your journey. Okay, what else we going to sing? Let's go back over here to the name that one. All right. He giveth more grace. Who wanted this? 2 of you. Janet Patrick, and it's page 267. Janet Patrick and Shelley Mangiacotti requested, he giveth more grace when the burdens grow greater. He sendeth more strength when the labors increase. To added afflictions, he addeth his mercy. To multiplied trials, his multiplied peace. I love this song. His love has no limits. His grace has no measure. His power has no boundary known unto men. For out of his infinite riches in Jesus he giveth and giveth and giveth again. When we have exhausted our store of endurance, when our strength has failed, ere the day is half done, when we reach the end of our hoarded resources, the Father's full giving is only begun. Now listen to this verse. I'd not heard this one. Fear not that thy need shall exceed his provision. Our God ever yearns his resources to share. Lean hard on the arm, everlasting, availing. The Father both thee and thy load will upbear, for his love has no limits, his grace has no measure, his power has no boundary known unto men. For out of his infinite riches in Jesus, he giveth and giveth and giveth again. You know what? That song, I know it's a slow one, and but the words, did you read those words? Let's go back and read those words. I love to read words. Let me go back. Here it is. Okay, fear not that thy needs shall. Oh my goodness, our Father's full giving is only begun. Okay, now here's another verse that I don't know if you've seen this verse before, or maybe it's kind of so wordy or worded and what's the word? Antiquatedly. You know, it's kind of old sounding. Fear not. Fear not. Oh my God. You know, that's what the angels always say when they show up. And I always told the Lord, now listen, if you ever send an angel to me, please make sure they say fear not first thing out of their mouths. I don't want no angel showing up. Hey, Mark, 20 feet tall. Not unless he has time for me to go change my underwear. But if you'll say fear not, maybe I won't mess myself. Fear not that thy need shall exceed his provision. Wow. Our God ever yearns his resources to share. Lean hard on the arm, everlasting, availing. Isn't that cool? Lean hard on the arm, everlasting, availing. The Father, both thee and thy load will upbear, for his love has no limits. His grace has no measure. His power has no boundary known unto men. For out of his infinite riches in Jesus, he giveth and giveth and giveth again. Yes, he does. All right, is that it? I guess that's it. That's all I had prepared. What y'all got prepared? Did y'all have a couple of songs? Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. Ooh, I love that, Lucy Ross. That's a good word. That's in the Bible somewhere, isn't it? When you quote something like that, give me the passage if you have it handy. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. He has. He's called you. He's called you by name. He has your name written in the palm of his hand. That's what he said. I didn't say that. He said it. I don't even know you. There's 1,659 of you. How can I know you? That's why you also need to get in a good local church wherever you are. Find one that knows something about grace and loves the Bible and loves Jesus more than anything. Because when you get sick, I won't be coming to the hospital to pray with you. But if you're a member of a good Bible-believing church, right, they'll come and visit you. You don't need to be alone, all right? Listen to me, all right, all right, all right. What is that nervous tick? When we have exhausted our store of doo-doo, when our strength is gone, ere the day is half done. I need to memorize that. Revelation 12. Here it is. Ooh, I love this. Revelation 12:11. Joyce Smith. We overcome him, the devil, I presume, by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So that's what we're doing. When I go live, what we're doing, we're just kind of getting together and talking about Jesus and singing about him and holding on to each other. Pray for Scott Davis. I don't know if you know, but his brother-in-law passed away today, or maybe last night. I just got a text from Scott. It's really thrown him for a loop. So if you think about my buddy Scott Davis, pray for him. Fear not. You're right, Penny Bovey. Aren't those beautiful words? Fear not. But what healthy father would want his children to fear anything? And your Father in heaven is the healthiest father that ever breathed a breath. Remember, I said he's watching everything you do, not so he can stomp you, but because he loves you so much, he can't take his eyes off of you. That's why. Yeah, my goodness. Can't you understand how crazy he is about you? Fear not, fear not. If I had a little niece or a nephew, which I do, they're not little anymore, and they were little and they were in the dark, I would grab them and hold them and say, don't be afraid. You don't have to fear anything. I've got you. Well, I want you to know your Father's got you. You know that? You may be alone, but I am telling you, look me in the eye. I'm telling you, your Father's got you. He is crazy about you. He'd rather die than live without you. Diana Hart So Young wants to sing page 147. 147. And, ooh, I love this one. In fact, I think I got the words. Let me find it. Hold on, please, Lord. Let me come back over to the lyrics page. Okay, get rid of that one. Come back over here. Oh, come on. Okay. I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you. Shall we gather at the river? Here it is. Oh, my soul, rejoice. Take joy, my King. Boy, that's little. I'll fix that in a little while. In what you hear, you know that? May it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. Ready? You ready to sing this? Shall we gather at the river where bright angel feet have trod, with its crystal tide forever flowing by the throne of God? Yes, we'll gather. Come on, sing. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river, that flows by the throne of God. Oh, well, soon we'll reach the shining river. Soon our pilgrimage will cease. Soon our happy hearts will quiver with the melody of peace. Everybody sing, yes, we'll gather at the river. The beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. And we need to meet at the river, don't you think? Should the Lord come before I see you in person, should the Lord come before we meet on this earth, I'll meet you at the river. You know, that'd be a good place to meet. Get to the river by the throne. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. Woo! I bet you that's where Mama's hanging out. But if there's a line in front of the throne, Mama has wormed her way to the front of that line. Because I know she's going to be at the feet of Jesus. That woman was crazy about him. How are you, Mary Mirth Westner? Thank you for praying for Scott Davis, Wanda Glasgow Caldwell. That's sweet of you. Thank you so much. I know that'll bring peace to him. Greetings from East Berlin, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Billy Steitley and Marilyn Broadwater and Lucy and Eaton and Tanya and Karen and Rhonda and all of you. Thank you all for tuning in. And if you've been watching on YouTube, I hope you've subscribed by now and have hit the notification bell and get all notifications. So when I go live, which I do spontaneously, just whenever I feel like it, whenever I feel like singing, and it helps me keep my throat. I'm 62. I got to kind of sing every now and then to get it warmed up. I love him, I love the Lord. Well, he's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star, the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. I love that song. Minot, North Dakota. Looky there. That's a long ways away, and I bet it's cold up there in Minot. 60, oh, that's not bad. 66. It's very nice here today in Houston. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, that we got water. Hot water. Hot water that we can drink. In the shower, we don't have to worry about not drinking it. Thank you. Those kind of little things you don't even think about till you have to boil your water, But now we don't have to. We got electricity. I only lost the electricity for a few hours. And my generator, which I was so thrilled to have, came on for 30 seconds, then broke. Well, at least clammed up and quit running. I don't know if that's because... I don't know if that's because there was a lack of gas. Maybe the gas wasn't plentiful enough to run it. It's a natural gas generator by Generac. And it just ran for 30 seconds and quit. And then, of course, when you try to call the people who sold it to you 2 years ago, won't even return your call. Probably because they're swarmed. But, anyway. It's just something to complain about. Y'all think I'm happy all the time. When I kept calling that place that sold me that, Generators Plus or something like that. Oh, when you're buying it, don't they call you back? Call you back. But when it breaks down in the middle of a pandemic at the worst cold Houston's ever had, and they don't call you back immediately, you can lose your faith. You know, we Christians are just as much evil as everybody. I mean, really, we get mad just like everybody else. Try to pretend we don't. Now, we might get convicted about it a little quicker than some people, you know, if we're listening to our Savior. But we still can get mad if we don't watch ourselves, can't we? Thank you, Lord, for saving my soul. Thank you, Lord, for making me whole. Oh, we need to pray for Ruby Stevens, her chest pains yesterday. You know, I love how y'all pray for each other when you see these comments. These comments that fly by for me, some of y'all really, really do, you know, pray for these people, and I thank you for that. Now, you know, all these Mark Lowry fan pages that they try to, these people overseas. Well, I'm sleeping on this, I'm fixing to complain again, you ready? On this side of the world, there are these foreigners on the other side of the world in some other known tongue, because they can barely speak English, coming up with Mark Lowry fan page, and they try to get you to come over there. And as soon as I wake up, I go and ban them all. And if Danny doesn't catch them, Danny Phillips or Philip Q, that we're all trying to catch them. But don't believe it. I never have been a part of a fan page. There may be one, but I'm not a part of it. I will never ask you to give me money. I will never personally FaceTime, try to, direct message, all that. Don't do it. I don't do it. So please don't buy into that. They'll be on this one too, and I'll have to go ban them. As soon as I hang up with y'all, I'll be checking it out. But thank you. If you're watching on Facebook, please, what do I want you to share? Share. Sharing is caring. That's, Jimmy Erie came up with that. I thought that was funny. But it does. That's how we spread the word that we're doing these live check-ins and live sing-alongs and can't wait to see you. Hopefully you can come out March 7th at that United Methodist Church. The Baptists will be invading the Methodist Church. But we all sing to the same Jesus, the risen one. You know that one that died and rose again? That's the one we worship. All right, y'all. I love you. Let's see if there's anything else I want to tell you about. Oh, if you want to know anything about my $35, what it is, it's 5 CDs from the 1980s. Here's one that I recorded, one of the 4 or one of the 5 that you'll get with the 35 special. It's called He's Alive. Look how young I was in that picture. And I wrote one. I wrote Joy. I wrote the Liar Song. I think I wrote I Love You, Friend. I wrote I Wonder If He Paid Too Much. I wrote We Will Succeed. And I think I wrote God That Cannot Fail. So I wrote a lot of that album. That's back in the day when I was writing a lot. So if you want to order that, you can go to marklowry.com/store and you can pre-order, and it will get to you soon. I think it's the 19th of May. I think so. Danny will correct me if that's wrong. All right. God bless, and I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye. All right, there it is. Alexa, play Mark Lowry.